let's talk about what you can and what you can't have when you're fasting. All right. All right, fuckers, Josh here, uncaged fighter, doing another answering your questions video. And these are fairly common. I get them on my channel a decent bit. I'm part of some Facebook fasting groups. They're not my fasting groups, they're just random Facebook fasting groups. And see these questions pop up a lot. And so I'm got kind of a collection of the most popular ones here. We're going to go ahead and address those. Some of them may seem kind of obvious, kind of like, you know, they seem like you should be able to answer these questions yourself. But, you know, keep in mind that, you know, not a lot of people, you know, live and breathe diet, exercise, and fitness. And so this is kind of something they're new to, and this whole fasting community in particular, they're new to. So we want to kind of cut those folks some slack who may have some of these questions. And also going to put a little bit of the blame on some of the kind of dieting gurus, the fasting gurus that are out there. Everyone seems to have their own little take on things. So I want to clear that up, give my perspective, which is probably a little bit more lenient. And I'll explain why my approach is a little more lenient. You know, but a lot of people really want to know, can I have this? Can I have that while I'm fasting? And so let's just go ahead and let's dig into some of the more common ones, and let's talk about, you know, why it's okay or maybe why it's not okay to have those things. So, you know, first and foremost, when you're talking about a fast, anything that you take in that has calories, technically, from a technical standpoint, is going to break that fast. Right. So yes, like if let's take coffee. Coffee is a very common one. Can I drink coffee? Will coffee break my fast? Well, technically, yes. But you know, if your goal is just weight loss, like if your goal is just pure weight loss, you know, there's no other sort of goal if you're not just trying to like work your willpower, or if you're, you know, maybe just kind of letting your, you know, maybe you've had some digestive issues or something, you're just trying to give your digestive system a rest, a little bit of a break. You know, yeah, coffee's fine. Coffee has like, I think for a cup of coffee, it's like less than 10 calories. So a cup of coffee in the morning over the course of an entire day is nothing. That's nothing. So yeah, have yourself a cup of coffee. Have 2 cups of coffee. No one gives a shit. Because you're still going to be losing weight doing it. And even those calories in coffee, they're not really high quality calories. So I truly doubt it's an actual 10 calories. I'd really like to see some of the research they did to back that up. I mean, we'll see. Tea, same vein. You know, yeah, you can have a cup of plain tea, a cup of black coffee, a cup of black tea. Some people are a little iffy, wishy-washy on like 0-calorie sweeteners, 0-calorie beverages, because of the dreaded insulin spike. Gotta avoid the insulin spike. And let's be for real. There are certain populations where we want to get your insulin response back into a normal range. We want to get it back to normal. And so if you're one of those people experiencing those issues, pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetes, stuff like that, yeah, you want to avoid the 0-calorie sweeteners. But if you're a guy like me and you're just looking to get shredded for the beach, shredded for the pool, you know, yeah, you can have a Coke Zero. I had plenty of Coke Zeros. I lost 40 pounds doing the snake diet, and I had a Coke Zero pretty much every day. So, you know, there's that. So yeah. But here are some less common ones. Let's see. Multivitamin. Will a multivitamin break a fast? I mean, I would say it won't, but you probably don't want to consume a multivitamin in a state where you don't have food, right? Because a lot of times multivitamins, and this is true for a lot of vitamins, you probably get away with some things and be fine. I know that I can get away with taking vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, zinc. Are there any others that I take? I can take all those on an empty stomach and be fine. But if I take a multi, just a regular multi, just the pill, not the gummy form, if I take a regular multi, I get nauseous. And a lot of people experience this. That nausea from the multivitamin is not pleasant. And a lot of times it will make you puke or want to puke. And if you don't puke, you want to feel like you're going to die. You want to feel like you're going to die. It's not good. Okay, so yeah, I would avoid the multi, honestly. There's not really a reason for it. Multis aren't that great to begin with. And if you're going the gummy multi route, probably won't upset your stomach. But again, the gummy version is going to have carbohydrates in it, so it has calories. So it breaks your fast. So don't take it, all right? You don't need it. You can get your vitamins and all that on your refeed day. Okay, just save it for then. I mean, I guess the rule for the gummy applies to the 0-calorie sweetener drink too, though. So because it's really not much. Fish oil is another one. I mean, you could take it. It's fine. It's probably. I mean, it's not going to really contribute to your overall daily calories. You'll still lose weight with it. But if you have, again, it's got calories in it, and you know it's gonna have to make its way through your digestive system. Your digestive system is gonna have to work it through, and it will cause an insulin spike, right? Even though it's mainly fat. Anytime your body takes in any sort of calories, no matter what it is, there's going to be a corresponding rise in insulin level. Okay, that's how your physiology works. You're not going to escape it. And so there's like no such thing as like a magical food that doesn't cause an insulin spike. All the food fucking does. Just some lesser and greater degrees. So, yeah, fish oil technically breaks it, but you know, if your only goal is weight loss, go ahead, go buck wild. Okay. I'm not going to name, all right, this one person, I was going to screenshot this person, but I have, that's probably not going to be a good idea because I looked at him like, this is the silliest thing in the world. Of course, you should still be taking this even when you're fasting. But I don't want to call this person out, you know, because again, I'm sure he is new to the whole fasting world. But if you are on any sort of prescribed medicine, yes, take your medicine while you're fasting, okay? You don't get like a get out of medicine free card just because you're fasting, right? So if your doctor has you on something, there's a reason for it, and take the goddamn medicine, okay? I mean, hell, there might be some fasting, dieting gurus out there that would tell you not to. I sure shit ain't. That does not sound like a good idea to me. It sounds kind of irresponsible. So yeah, take your medicine. It doesn't break your fast. I'm sure there aren't any calories in it. There's no caloric value to it. So I wouldn't worry about it from that standpoint. But just for your own general health and well-being standpoint, take your medicine. What else are we looking for? Pre-workout. Yeah, a lot of pre-workouts have calories. So a pre-workout will break your fast. Now, if you go to my do-it-yourself pre-workout video, which I just recently posted, you can opt to do a 0-calorie sweetener. You can opt to do just the branched chain, just the citrulline malate, just the beta-alanine, and a little bit of caffeine down that sucker. And, you know, the branched chain amino acids technically have some caloric value, but it's not much. Again, it falls in the same kind of category as like a low-calorie sweetener, as coffee, as tea. There's small amounts of calories, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter. So you could take it, and it'd be fine. But again, that's really only true if your only goal is weight loss. If you have other goals, if you have other reasons for doing it, I know a lot of folks fast for spiritual reasons, and that would be breaking that fast. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. I should have been ticking these off as I'm going through them. Apologize for that. Lack of planning on my part. Oh, of course you can have snake juice. Caffeine. Yes. I take copious amounts of caffeine. I probably take 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, son. Doesn't break your fast, doesn't have a caloric, value, so go ahead, knock yourself out. I usually take my caffeine in the form of pills, so I have like little 100, 200 milligram pills, and I take it like that. And it's just fine. I know Cole from the Snake Diet, the guy who has really popularized extended fasting. He is big into not doing caffeine, but I don't share that prejudice. So yeah, knock yourself out with the caffeine. Okay. So that just about hits it. So that should be pretty clear, right? And if you're not sure if it has a caloric value, like this one guy, he asked, could I have sunflower seeds? Can I eat sunflower seeds while I'm fasting? Is that going to break my fast? Yes, it's going to break your fast, dude. Sunflower seeds have calories, and they're kind of calorically dense, really. Really high in fat, really high in fat. So, it's definitely going to break your fast, dude. And so if you're not sure if something has some sort of caloric value, look it up. Go on the internet, your preferred search engine, type it in, boop, 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 ding, and it'll tell you. You can go to MyFitnessPal if you don't have that app. You can look it up on MyFitnessPal. They probably have it there. It's really just that simple. So, if your goal is weight loss, try to keep the diet sodas to a minimum. Try to really, especially if you're doing an extended fast, you really should only be doing the snake juice anyway, because it's going to providing those electrolytes, right? If you're just drinking, if you think drinking coffee and tea and stuff, it's not really going to be, it'll give you the fluids, right? But it's not going to give you the electrolytes you need to kind of help you feel a lot better, keep the muscles working the way they need to work, all that good stuff that the electrolytes and snake juice provide. So, a cup of coffee a day is fine. The rest of the liquids you have throughout the day, snake juice, right? Pretty simple there. And if you can think of anything that I didn't mention, if you have questions, if I didn't mention your specific thing in this video, go ahead and ask me in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer it for you. But, if it's food, don't bother me with that shit. If it's food, of course it's going to break your fast. But if it's something a little more obscure that you're not quite sure about, I didn't address it in this video, ask me in the comment section. If this video was helpful, please consider giving me a like, a little thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, I'm churning it out regularly. So consider subscribing. It helps out a lot. And until next time, kids, have a good one. Bye.